Did you watch Minecraft Live? Did you not watch Minecraft Live? Are you hungry today? I am going to be recapping Minecraft Live 2021. It was an awesome event. I'm also going to be speculating some things about it and just talking about a few other things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into the video. Alright, so let's get started already. So the first thing, Caves and Cliffs update release. So we learned some stuff about the update and when it's coming and how it's going. So they're just basically fixing some things and doing some nice changes. But the big thing, the release date, is going to be in 1 to 2 months. So it'll come from anywhere to next week to like December. So we could get it on Thanksgiving, or we could get it on Halloween or Christmas, anytime. Like, it could just come any day now because it's literally so close to being done. And you'll hear why it's so close. But they also showed off in Minecraft Live some amazing just footage of the new caves and all the generation they made. It's so beautiful. So just look at this. It's amazing. Alright, so next up they talked about Minecraft joining Xbox Game Pass for PC. So if you use Xbox Game Pass and you use like Xbox games, like if you have an Xbox and you play Xbox games and you have the Game Pass and you have it for PC, then you can get Minecraft, Bedrock, and you can have Java with it too. It's still a nice feature for anyone who has the Xbox Game Pass. Now next up, they talked about Minecraft Dungeons. They're working on seasonal adventures, so we don't know if it's going to be like every season, like winter, spring, summer, fall, or just like randomly like a month. But in these seasonal adventures, whenever they do come, you'll get different adventures and quests that you have to complete, which seem very good. You can get rewards and all sorts of stuff, and it's really nice. I don't play dungeons, so I don't really know, but it seems pretty nice. They also talked about this new thing called the tower. So basically there's like 30 levels and you have like 2 weeks to beat all the levels, and then after each 2 weeks it gets reset and there's like new changes to it and it gets harder or easier in different spots. So that would be really fun if you get bored and you just want to do a lot of grinding. Alright, next, what is 1.19? We've been waiting to know what it is. If you don't know what it is, it's time you hear. It is Minecraft 1.19 Wild Update. So they revealed a few things and they're really cool. So the first one is that we're getting a swamp update. So we're getting chest boat, we're getting a new swamp biome, we're getting frogs. There's different ones for each like temperature. So snowy frogs, I think, tropical frogs, and then just frogs. So 3 different types of frogs. Obviously chest boat, which if you don't know minecarts, they have minecart chests, and then there's minecart furnaces and minecart like different things. We might get like boat furnace or boat hopper, I don't know, but that would be really cool if we get some things like that. And then so there's a new swamp biome, so it's called the Mangrove Forest. And basically there's a new tree type which actually has logs. It has a custom log type, which is really cool. I really wish we could get a new custom log type like we would have in 1.17. Daily logs. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Now, they also come with new leaves, and there's some pretty interesting mechanics.
So as you can see here, this is a propagule, and propagules grow from mangrove trees. They're actually like ready to grow mini mangroves growing from the mangrove. And you can see here, the mangrove tree grows propped up on root blocks. It has vines hanging down from the leaves. The propagules are actually growing underneath the leaves. They actually grow from the leaves themselves. And I really like how the propagules are looking here. And okay, I'm just gonna nerd out on propagules for a minute. Okay, so in real life, the propagules grow, like I said, from the mangrove tree. And then when they fall into the water, or like let's say they fall into water, they can float for up to a year before they plant themselves in the like water, underneath the water or on land, wherever they happen to land.
Now next up, the wood. Now also the wood of these mangrove trees is like really cool, but it's really different than like most of the woods other than jungle. It's actually kind of a combination of jungle wood and acacia wood, at least it looks like to me. But I think it'll be a really good building block. It can blend in with jungle pretty well. The logs are pretty different. They seem to be horizontal, and the texture really works with jungle, so it would be a really good building block with jungle wood. Now these trees have an interesting shape. So they're like acacia trees. They have a very random so they have just a basic tree, and then at the bottom they have some like roots that stick out like in all directions, and they're like leaf looking blocks, but I don't know if they're like leaves or not. And then the leaves on the tree are really nice. They're like oak leaves, but they're a little different, so they actually look really nice. Now next up, also coming in these new swamps, will be mud blocks. So if you find any swamps, you're probably going to find a lot of mud in it, which is really cool. But these mud blocks have a lot of special things. So first of all, you can make mud by taking dirt and using a water bottle on it. I think this is kind of weird, just like using the water bottle in it. I don't know, it's my opinion. But the next thing that's really good is you can get renewable clay. So basically, if you put your mud blocks above dripstone, and so you basically put all the mud blocks up there above all that, and then like lava and water come out into the cauldrons, water will come into the cauldron, and the mud blocks will be dried, and so they'll turn into clay blocks. So it'll be really nice to get a renewable source of clay. Now these mud blocks are actually pretty nice as they are. They're like another dirt block. Like, it's a nice texture change. Like if you want to just change the texture a little, they can be used specifically for a new brick type, mud bricks. So they look a lot like Instone, I think, like the shape, but the color is insanely different. It's like a warm brown. It's really nice. It's almost orange and purple kind of. It's a really nice texture. I think it'll work well with a lot of things. Probably even the mangrove wood. Like, I think it'll work with that, but it's just a really nice block. And it's made out of mud. But we don't know the crafting recipe for it yet, so that's kind of unfortunate. Now, they also showed off another new animal, which is the Fireflies. So they don't really do anything yet, but they're just a really nice thing in the atmosphere. They're just like 2 pixels. I mean, they look cool. I don't know if they'll get a use, but yeah. Now they showed off this concept art, so they have some for the swamp, they have some for the birch forest, so we might be getting some other biomes. It might not just be the swamp biome that gets the update, so we're 100% getting the swamp biome in the update. We might get some birch forest changes, and we might even get some savanna biome, desert biome, or badlands biome changes, because those were the losing biomes in the other Minecraft lives. Well, I guess it was Minecon, so those still haven't been updated yet. And this is a wild update. It's not like the swamp update, so it could be any biome. Like, it could be the forest, like just the casual forest might be updated some, or just the plains. We might get like a new flower or something. We could also get what I really would like, a snowy tundra / a snowy taiga change. Like, if we get like a new custom tree in that biome, or like some new things in that biome, that'd be really nice, because it's just like such a sad biome. But I really think we're gonna get some other biomes. Like, I don't think it'll be just the swamp and the birch forest. I think it'll be a few more biomes, or just a few more other things that are changed. But this is already a really good update. Thank you for DMing me, whoever that was. Alright, now next up, this is really sad. So, if you didn't see Minecraft Live last year, archaeology got cancelled. It's not coming in this update, probably. It might come in 1.20. or 1.21, who knows, it's not coming in this update probably, but there's something that's cancelled. That was cancelled in 1.17, now it's cancelled in 1.18. It's the Warden, and the Deep Dark, and the Sculk. Love you, Sculk, Deep Dark, you're beautiful. You're coming to 1.19, dude! I wish it came in 1.18 because it's the cave update. But, I mean, we haven't heard a lot of information about the Deep Dark and the Warden. And just this Minecraft Live footage, it's good enough for me. It's so amazing. So, first of all, these are Deep Dark cities. So, in the Deep Dark, if you're lucky, you'll get these Deep Dark cities, which have loot, they have Sculpt Blocks, and they're made out of, like, entire deep slate. And they have some candles and just some other cool features. So, we don't know much about them, but they are huge. Like, look at how big these look on the footage. I mean, they will be changed probably, but they're so huge. They're so cool. Now, next up, the Warden. So the Warden is actually going to be in these Deep Dark cities sometimes. So it can actually break through blocks. It seems like Sculpt Blocks probably only. They're showing off the Sculpt Blocks, and he just breaks through it, and then you have to like sneak around. And those blocks that are making noise. Those are the Sculpt Shriekers. So if you get noticed by a Sculpt sensor, so if you like place a block or you walk on top of it, it'll send a signal to the Sculpt Shrieker, which will make a shrieking noise. And then it will give you the effect darkness, which makes everything like dark, and then it like flashes from dark to light, and then it like gets super dark. Like all you can see is just like a block past some of the light sources. Like it's insane. And then also if you're really close to the Warden, there's a heartbeat sound and you'll get darkness effect. Alright, so you might be wondering, what are these Sculpt Blocks? So I already talked about the Sculpt Shrieker. It's the block that shrieks. And then, so next up there's the Sculpt Catalyst. So it's like an in-stone looking block, but it has some sculk at the top. And when you break it, or the sculpt growth, you get XP without Silk Touch. But you can break it with a hoe and it's faster. And if you have Silk Touch, you can get the actual block. So whenever you kill a mob around the Sculpt Catalyst, however much XP it drops is the amount of sculk that grows around it. So if you kill like the Wither, you're going to get a ton of XP, and a ton of sculk will grow around the Sculpt Catalyst, or just in your area. So in Minecraft Live, they show it breaking Deep Slate. So it just goes through those blocks. So if you have any like valuable blocks, or like you kill mobs near that, but if you kill any mobs, it's gonna turn your house or whatever it's near into sculk growth, which can also spawn sculk sensors. So those are coming in 1.19. But yeah, the Sculpt Catalyst is a really complicated block, but it's really cool. Who knows, it could change so much until it comes to the game. Now lastly, the mob vote. Who do you think won? Who did you vote for? Comment down below. So, the mob vote, for me, it's very unfortunate, but it's okay. The ally won. Yep, the ally won. So I wanted the copper golem to win. I didn't think any of them were like super cool, but I do like them. Since they're all like pets, I thought we might get like a pet update, but I guess we're getting the wild update, which is still an awesome update. Now the ally still does all the things that it says. They didn't talk about like any new features that it will have, but it still doesn't duplicate items. It only goes and picks up the ones that you find. Now lastly, I'm just gonna show off this musical they made for 1.18. It's so cool. It was so fun just to watch it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Hey, you two! Have you discovered all the features in part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update?